Today, for the first time in her history, Australia's security is threatened. In an effort to stem the advancing tide of destruction, Australia's AIF man the jungle front. Australia's militia man her coasts. Australian munition workers man her lathes. Today, the realization is dawning in Australia that this investment for liberty is so far unequal to the task, and the government is striving for more men and more equipment. This means more money, savings, only made possible by further sacrifice and denials, or in other words, paring down last year's standard of living. In such a stupendous undertaking, naturally there is difficulty in forgetting peacetime standards, reluctance to own that our contribution is just as important as the next man's, temptation to spend while the going's good.
I know it's not essential, but my dear, no woman could pass up such a bargain. I'm sure I'm right in buying it.
Of course you are. Everything will be scarce enough later on. I believe in stocking up while I can.
Yes,
I'm afraid you're both wrong, ladies. Unless a purchase is essential and in the interests of the war effort, Mr. Curtin has asked us to eliminate it. If we can't fight with bayonets, we can fight with our money. And to win, we must. Lending is a small sacrifice. Our allies in occupied Europe have lost their all. They too had homes and loved ones and liberty once. Now they are herded like animals at the will of their overlords, forced to bend beneath the invader's ruthless heel, stand in salute to the powers of darkness that are crushing their very souls. Refugees cast out upon a barren land, human beings suffering the misery and degradation of Nazi concentration camps. Our allies in Russia have suffered too. No sacrifice has been too great for them to endure. In the days of their retreat, they burnt the countryside, their countryside, that the invader might be halted. Their sacrifice in those dark days was the first blow in the great Russian counteroffensive. But when they made their sacrifice, life for them had plumbed the depths of human anguish. How different our lot has been so far. Symbols of security and prosperity and culture are on every side, but let us not deceive ourselves. War has come to the very edge of these shores. Everything we have is in jeopardy. But while we hold Australia, we hold the basis of our nationhood, the soil from which our forebears bought their greatness, the harvest that came from their endeavors. Bounteous nature will provide our future, but only if we give too. Lend to defend our land, our soil, our heritage. Lend that the nation we have helped to build may still tread the paths of liberty. Our children have not heard the tramp of Japanese hordes, the shouts of foreign foes. They still have liberty. The price of their liberty is now before us. For some, it is the battlefield. For all, it is sacrifice.